Hello friends, this is Cindy again. Welcome to Ideas Times 2. If you love junk journals, vintage ephemera, and creative inspiration, if you like to craft, you like to get glue on your fingers, you are in the right place. Here we share tutorials, flip-throughs, and ideas to help you make journals that tell your unique story. And so today what I have for you is a flip-through of two journals that are currently available in our Etsy shop. And I thought just having 10 pictures on Etsy was probably not going to do these journals justice, so I wanted to do a flip through for you today. So I'm going to put this one aside and we'll start with this one. And both of these journals are Edith Holden. This summer I tasked myself with taking a brand new, new to me, Edith Holden diary of a, I don't remember which one. I have so many different Edith Holden books. But I wanted to take the book and see if I could do a bunch of projects. And so I was able to get 5 projects, complete start to finish, lots of ephemera, and I have nothing but scraps left. Like literally, I have a pile of scraps. And so these are the last couple of projects that I have. We've already sold 3, and I've got these 2 left. One I literally just finished, hot off the press. And so this is a hardcover book, a vintage book. You can see the corners are a little worn, and I liked them that way, so I left them. I added actually a little bit of distress ink on there to give it a little bit more character. The book measures a little more than 9 inches. I want to say about 9 1/4 by 6 inches. The spine is 2 1/4 inches and has 3 signatures. The tassel has lots of different textiles in it and is removable. It's just on a bulldog clip. And the closure, as you can see, is this lavender sari silk, and I've got it weighted down with a vintage key. The front cover is gilded, and a little bit of gilding has been added to the Edith Holden picture here on the front as well. So as you can see, lots and lots of threads. I didn't cut any threads. If you're interested in purchasing the journal and you don't like the look of the threads and you want them cut off, you can just pop a note on Etsy and I will be happy to cut them off for you. So here we have the front cover, which has Edith Holden end papers and a pocket here, a couple of book pages, and a journaling card tucked into the front. A large corner tuck with a large tag, rusted paper clip and dangles. And then through the book, everything Edith Holden. Lots of charms, vintage buttons. The paper is all coffee stained, or this is pea blossom. Some lace stained, Betsy made this. It's fabulous. It's got a great sound. Belly band. Lots of fairly standard junk journal type things, with little touches here and there of collages. This is a library pocket that came out of an actual library book. Side tuck, a little bit of linen fabric there. The center of the signature is an Edith Holden page, as you can see. Another little collage and pocket. But everything in this book is Edith Holden. That's the first signature. The second signature has a couple of cards. And another little cluster. Some more of that delicious paper. Side tuck and some lace. Betsy sent me this paper. This is more lace-stained paper, but she did it on a dictionary page. A tall, skinny tag. And I think this is a button envelope, a vintage button envelope. I can't remember now. It's an envelope made from an Edith Holden page. It's got a charm and vintage button, another large tag, coffee stained paper on the back, lots of charms in here. Here's the center of the signature, obviously Edith Holden pages, and in the left pocket here's a small file folder made from an Edith Holden page, and another large card. It's been a while since I've done a botanical, and so this one, this project, well, all 5 of these projects were a lot of fun to do just because it was something I hadn't indulged in a while. I used to make a lot of botanicals and kind of got away from that. And so I think all the projects I did this summer were kind of botanical related anyway. More charms. This one's a leaf with enameled leaf. And I have a bunch of different Edith Holden books, and so the pages like this, not that one. This one, for example, was not from her country diary. It was from an autobiography. So lots of different kinds of resources were used on this journal. Another side tuck. And in the back is a flip out, and so this one flips. Let me move this to the side, make sure we're all in the camera. The side is a large side tuck with a card. We have a book page and another journaling card here in the middle. This one is got a book page and a card. And then, of course, we flip it to the other side, and we've got 4 more sides. So lots of fun stuff in here. And an extra large card. I had 2 pages of the irises, the yellow irises, and so I made the card to match the background paper. And then I just love how this turned out. These are kind of like faux specimen cards, and there are 2 tags that slide. It's a tight squeeze, but they slide right in there. And so you can see the page and the when the tag is in there, you still see the tag. So I thought that turned out really well. So this was one project, and the bad part about doing these 5 projects, I did this 6 projects of Edith Holden, is now the book is empty. I do still have one that's untouched that's in my personal library, but all of my junk journal supply Edith Holden pages are now gone. I had a sale on the Etsy shop last night, and the woman asked about Edith Holden pages, and I have like scraps, so I'm going to add them to her with her purchase. But yeah, so this is the second one. This one is obviously a small chunk of a journal, and just like the other one, I left all of the threads, and this one measures 5.5 inches tall. The cover is about 3 3/4 inches, and then the spine is 2.5. The tassel is on there with a grommet, but it can easily come off if you don't want the tassel. You can just pop open the O-ring. The closure is this gorgeous kind of gold sari silk. Oops, let me get some of these threads off of there. And a vintage skeleton key. And that comes completely off. And this one, as you can see, has 4 signatures. And when it's actually not tied shut, the spine expands to about 3.5 inches. This is a chunky journal, and the end papers are Edith Holden again, and this one actually is themed, so it's Edith Holden, but it's also birds. Pretty much everything in here is an Edith Holden bird picture. Or something related to birds. As you can see, the cover has got this beautiful nest, and in the book plate I put some swallows. There are a few swallows in there, and the end papers are birds and the eggs. And so if you like birds, the majority, by far the majority of this is birds. So just like the other one, lots of different kinds of papers, coffee stained. This is flower stained. This one is matcha. I use matcha tea on this one. And so here you can see the birds. Some book pages, charms. The charms are all birds. Some vintage buttons, lots of texture with this journal. Another vintage button envelope. And I love this one. This is probably my favorite of her bird pictures, with the owl, the barn owl, and the textures on there. The yarn and that match perfectly. Envelope flip with a card. Actually, it's part of the same as this page. I used everything. It was a fun challenge. There's another a large tag, a little bit of lace. There is a paper tab in each of the signatures. The second signature. Side tucks, pockets, envelopes. A little bit of everything. I used a lot of this gold. The cheesecloth that's on here is turmeric dyed. And I think that's the only cheesecloth I used. Maybe it's a coffee stained and the turmeric. I just love that color so much. A vertical belly band. Little envelope. It's a really cute one too, the little sparrow. And this summer I had a family of purple wrens, no, finches, purple finches, sorry, living on my front porch, and I could see them while I was crafting, and they were kind of the inspiration. One of the fledglings came back this morning, I saw, while I was finishing. Literally, I finished this journal about, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. Getting everything bound. Some more of that matcha paper. The double pocket. Her pictures are just so beautiful. I didn't do a lot of embellishing just because it's, I wanted her pictures to speak for themselves. But lots of little things here and there. Can't remember what this was dyed with. It's kind of a bright pink. Like I said, I used the entire book, everything. As you can see, there's, if it was in the book, even the table of contents and index are all somewhere in these projects that I completed. And there's the end. The back has just a little extra surprise. And so both of these projects, if you are a fan of Edith Holden, I hope you go into our Etsy shop to check them out. And if you're not in the market to buy anything, I hope you were inspired. And I would like to just say thank you so much for joining me today. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing for more crafty goodness. I will be back hopefully this week with a tutorial. I've got some ideas. I just don't have the time or the energy. I am a school teacher, and I've been back at work for the last 2 weeks with meetings and training and getting my classroom ready. Even though yesterday was Saturday, I spent 6 hours at school, about 6.5 actually hours at school, painting my classroom, since the county, well, they bought the paint, so I should be thankful, but they were not going to pay somebody to paint it. So I did it myself yesterday with a couple of student volunteers. And there's this meme going around that says there ain't no tired like a beginning of the year teacher tired, and I can attest it's exhausting at this time of year. And tomorrow's the first day with students. So my plan is to get a tutorial in this week as well. So thanks for joining me. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you soon on the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.